There is an old observation about hurt. It involves two arrows. The first arrow is the pain that happens to us, the reality of the moment. The second arrow is the story we tell ourselves about that pain, the reaction we build on top of it. We don't have a choice about the first arrow. But the second one? Not only do we have a choice, we are usually the ones firing it ourselves. When we ruminate over something, develop a grudge, or scold ourselves for a perceived failure, we are experiencing the sting of the second arrow. It is this reactiveness to our pain that creates our suffering. And when the suffering itself leads us to react to it, we enter a loop that can take us into a downward spiral. By learning how not to add suffering to the pain we experience, we give ourselves a way to bypass this trap. Consider what happens immediately after a child falls. For a few seconds, there is a stunned silence. In those first moments, the pain hasn't been labeled yet. It's just emotionless sensory data saying something happened to the body that should be avoided. The suffering only starts once they calculate that the event was tragic as opposed to manageable. They look to their mother, waiting for a signal. If she reacts with alarm, she's effectively saying, "This is a disaster." If she remains calm, she's handing them the message that they are okay. The child is thus encouraged to adopt her calculation as their own reality. We carry those first moments of silence into adulthood. Whenever we face a setback, we have those initial seconds of raw experience before we decide what it means. But because we've spent a lifetime being conditioned to react, we immediately reach for a story. This is a disaster, a failure, unbearable. That is the narrative of the sufferer. When we feel the sting of the first arrow, we can choose to refuse to shoot the second arrow of anger, grievance, and despair. We just need to be aware enough in the moment to distinguish between the pain we experience and the suffering that follows. Because while the two are often tightly bound together, it is our suffering that we have the most control over. We can't completely avoid the pain in life, but by refusing to add to it, we send an important message to our 200,000-year-old brain. The message that, in spite of our pain, we are, in a deeper sense, okay.